Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're going to be building the best team possible for less than 1 million MT here at NBA 2K24 MyTEAM. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 14,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. And without further ado, let's hop right into it. Starting off with our starting point guard, who is being... it's a pretty standard card. Baron Davis. I've talked about this card a million times. There are a couple guys that y'all just know are going to be on every single team, no matter how much MT they cost. It's Baron Davis, Serge Ibaka, and Robert Covington. Know those three guys are probably going to be on the vast majority of squad builders I do because they are top tier cards for amazing prices. 6'3" with a 6'5" wingspan, 86 speed and excel, capable shooter, elite slasher, and very, very good defender. 63,000 MT for a guy who can defend, shoot, and dunk at a high level, plus being a capable playmaker with pretty good SIGs, a high enough ball handle to timing burst, a good release. Normal leaner is capable as well. It's not as good as it's been the last couple of years, but it's still a good leaner. And overall, it's just a really, really good list. A really, really good all-around point guard. One of the most versatile and top-tier point guards in all of my team for 63,000 MT. And I just don't like the Amethyst point guard options in the auction house very much. I'm not a huge fan of John Morant or Derrick Rose or Damian Lillard or any of those types of guys at this point in the game because of the lack of defense those types of cards have. I think Baron Davis is better than all of them in terms of an all-around PG. So he gets the starting PG spot for 63K. Now, starting shooting guard is going to be one of the two or three best ball handlers on all of my team. I can't put Steph or Kyrie on this team because Kyrie is free. You have to grind for him. And then Steph, obviously, is not free. He's way too expensive. You're not going to get a card for that expensive on a 1 million MT squad build unless the rest of the team is basically very budget around him. But 6'5", 6'6", wingspan, 87 shot 3. Very, very good shooting and playmaking badges. Defensively, he's not great and he's not fast either, but it doesn't really matter that much with this card, to be completely honest, because his fade is the best fade in the game, and I don't think it's close. Fading both ways, he's incredibly hard to contest. His release is super smooth, incredibly easy to green. He is one of the best shot creators and 300s in the entire game, and one of the most consistent shooters in all of my team as well. Just an absolutely elite all-around card, especially on the offensive end of the court. Now, obviously, defensively, he's not going to be special, but he doesn't need to be special on the defensive end of the court because we can surround him with defense and let him run the offense, and it's important to have shot creators. He's one of the very few elite shot creators in my team right now for 187,082 MT. That's how much it would cost to lock in Booker today if you bought all the cards. Although, when y'all are seeing this video, Amari Stoudemire is free today, only for less than 24 hours. When y'all are seeing this video, he's barely going to be free, or he's going to be free for 24 hours. Y'all got to make sure y'all knock that card out because he's the most expensive player for Devin Booker if you want to lock the card in. We'll make his set significantly cheaper to get one of the best shot creators in the game. So that's something you might want to take advantage of. With that being said, Scottie Pippen is going to come in at the 333,000 MT. Just for the price is absolutely incredible. Top 3 small forward in my team still. Elite 3-and-D guy with good speed, a very good release, which helps make up for the lack of shooting badges and a decently low shooting stat, but defensively, he's absolutely exceptional. He is a top tier 3-and-D card in the game, has great athletic ability as well. Scottie Pippen release on normal is absolutely cash money, and his movement is not great, but it's okay as well. He's not really a shot creator, but he is fast, which is nice, and he's a card that I am a massive fan of at the small forward position. Still my backup small forward, and for 126K actually. You're not going to get much better. Sean Kemp coming in at the 4 for me. Actually, Sean Kemp, the thing about Sean Kemp, I could actually put Blake Griffin here. I just love this Kemp card, but I like Blake too. And you know what? To change it up, I am actually going to include Blake. Kemp is a little bit more, Blake is a little bit more expensive than Kemp. Blake's going to be over 200,000 MT, but we do have the MT left over to work with that. So we're going to throw Blake in here instead of Kemp at the 4. I'm making this decision literally on the fly because I do think he's a slightly better card, and I know I have the wiggle room with the budget, but 85 speed and excel, exceptional defender, and a very capable shooter. Blake's release is smooth. He's an elite level defender. I mean, he is phenomenal. I understand the defensive badges or defensive stats aren't there, but at the 4 with a 90 vertical and 94 strength as well as 85 speed and excel with his player build, he is big and super athletic, which helps him out a lot on the defensive end of the court. Obviously, he's not going to be an elite level defender on the interior going up against a guy like, for example, Shaquille O'Neal. Like, that's not going to happen. But in general, for the majority of the majority of the time, he's going to be able to compete at a very high level at the 4 defensively, plus being one of the best offensive 4s in the game, super athletic and fast. And overall, just a card who is really, really interesting to me across the board. And I think he definitely fits this squad really, really well. Although Kemp for the price probably fits it a little bit better because Blake Griffin, assuming that you complete his free cards, is going to run you about, which are easy to get, but it's going to cost you about 205,000 MT, 205,660 MT to buy the players that you're going to need for Blake Griffin, which is, it's a pretty penny, no doubt. But Camp's 180K, so it's only to about 20,000 MT more. At the 5, Anthony Davis for 133K is, again, in my opinion, maybe the best value card in the game right now. He's a 90 interior, 75 lateral quickness, 85 driving dunk. 3-ball isn't incredible, but he can shoot the ball well. He's got decent speed. He's got a smooth release, and he's an elite level defender. Best all-around big in my team right now, besides Chris Bosh, in my opinion. I think Shaq is better as well because of how dominant he is on the interior. And I'm sure a guy like Wilt, who's coming out tomorrow, will be better as well as a level 40 and also an interior. But I do think AD is still a top-tier card in my team. He's absolutely elite across the board. And yeah. I think he's an absolutely phenomenal card in my team at the center position for 133K. And again, we have that MT to work with. The reason that we have so much MT to spend on most of these expensive players is because we're throwing a couple of budget players in here to drop the price down a large amount. And one of them is Gary Payton, 6'4" with 6'7" wingspan, 83 speed and excel, some capable playmaking badges, can hit a wide open 3, and then defense his absolute butt off. The reason he's on this team is to defend, makes the defensive lineup of the deep bench much, much better if you have a great defensive point guard. Nobody on the bench is now a liability. In fact, everyone defensively is good, at least, if not great. So it makes for a really, really good defensive bench having a guy like Gary Payton. He's not going to be my primary shot creator, but that is okay. He can stand off in the corner most of the time, and then occasionally, if I need him to go try to get a bucket, he does have some handles for days and some sigs where he can at least attempt to create. Does have the D-Book dribble style as well, which is huge, and an 89 ball handle, so he does get a timing burst. And the D-Book dribble style gives you the best push cross in the game right now, which gives you something that you can certainly work with to create for Gary Payton. And overall, he's a really, really nice card. Now, back up, obviously you can get Gary Payton for free, 5 steals literally total, and you'll have the card. So everybody should have this card in their account on their account by now, I should say. Dr. J at the 2 is 133K, just like Anthony Davis. They came out the same day. They're priced the same, which makes total sense, of course. He is an elite level slasher with 86 speed and excel, dominant dunker, but also a very capable shooter. Great defender as well. Silver handles today's gold break starter and hyperdrive, gold pogo stick, silver challenger, clamps, glove, interceptor, chase down, bronze pick dodger. A lot of good badges on this Dr. J. He's versatile and elite defensively as well, which I really, really like. And then you got to think about the offensive end of the court. I understand his 3-ball rating is a little bit low, but he is one of the best shooters in all of my team at the shooting guard position in terms of his release being absolutely smooth and elite. He's just got such a butter release right now in my team. It feels like he is very, very easy to use at elite level, to be honest, because of how good he shoots the ball. And yeah, I mean, it makes him one of the best shooting guards in my team because his release is really good. He shoots the ball at a super high level and he moves pretty well. Plus being a good defender, one of the most versatile cards at that position in the game. 133K for him is a great price. Robert Covington, backup small forward, 7,000 MT. Between him and Gary Payton, we're spending a total of 7K, which saves us almost 200K if it was an average of 100K per player for this million MT team. 74 speed and excel, 83 perimeter, 83 interior as well, 83 lateral quickness. He shoots the ball at a high level. He's got good enough speed to compete. Defensively, he's super versatile, like the defensive badges. Defensive animations are phenomenal. He shoots the ball at a high level with a very smooth, quick enough release. Overall, Rocco is one of the best budget cards in all of my team, one of the best 3-and-D cards in my team. You'll see this card a ton, even in a very good lineup, and for good reason. He may look like he stands out because he's an emerald, but trust me, he fits right in among some of the best cards in my team. Boris Diaw, card I'm going to put at the 4 right here for 41,000 MT, 41,930 MT for this Boris Diaw card. Actually legitimately good at the power forward position. I think he's versatile. I think he can kind of do everything you need a power forward to do. I understand he's a little undersized at only 6'8", but he's got a kind of a bulky player build, and I feel like he can compete against the vast majority of power forwards people are using. He's got decent weight, 7-foot wingspan, capable speed, good shooter, not a horrific athlete, but then also a versatile defender with 80 interior, perimeter, and good lateral quickness, capable steal and block. Couple defensive badges, couple playmaking badges, can shoot the ball capably enough as well. Just all around at the 4, you're not going to get a better card for 41,000 MT than this Boris Diaw option. So he is going to be our backup power forward. And then at the center position, Serge Ibaka, obviously. Again, 63K. You had to know he was coming on this squad. 64 speed and a 73 shot 3. Capable speed, capable shooter, smooth release, very good dunker, 87 interior, 90 block. Great defender with gold anchor, brick wall, chase down, pogo stick, rebound, silver rebound chaser, gold immovable enforcer, things like that. He's super athletic, dunks the ball really well, defends his butt off, and can hit an open 3 with a very nice release. Has capable speed as well, so he's not going to be a liability guard in the pick and roll because of a lack of speed like some of these other slower bigs. And overall, he's just an absolute monster. So when you look at this team, you could build this team right now for about 960,000 MT. It's going to be under a million MT by about 40K. Very, very reasonably priced team, in my opinion, to have one of the better squads in my team, because this team is close to one of the best squads in the game. You add a point guard like a Kyrie Irving, somebody you might have grinded for free, potentially a big man like Bosch, who is also free. This is an elite level squad. It's literally that close, like 1 or 2 players, and it's a truly competitive elite level team. And it's a really, really good squad in my team. So with that being said, great squad you can build for a million MT. Hopefully this video did help you out. It was enjoyable to y'all. And if it was, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.